Derby's not awake yet, but in this video, it's all the bikes that Derby has had and the one she's on now.
Yes, so I hope you guys enjoy.
Hey, babe. Alright, so now the breakdown portion of the video where I like to ask Derby about the 750, the 1100, and the 1500 she has now. So, what was the favorite parts of the bikes and the dislikes of the bikes you've rode?
I'm gonna say
On the 750 first, let's go.
well, that's what I was going to do.
I just didn't,
Starting with the baby.
Okay.
Anyway, excuse me.
Excuse me.
Anyway,
Yeah. I gotta get along with it or what?
Oh, Rhino, good God, you're a little more hyped up than I am.
More coffee.
Anyway, the best part about Baby would be that I like that she's loud. So then people actually hear me rolling up, beside them. And, I mean, personally, I like everything about Baby.
I like the way she handles.
Yeah.
And she's really dependable.
Yeah, that too.
Never had a problem with her. Even when her battery was low, didn't really have an issue with her.
Yeah, true. And the fact that she's a Honda Shadow Spirit and everything like that. I mean, now, and I'm talking about weight-wise, between her being a 750 and being on a 1500, I can get on Baby. And
you skipped the 1100 Shadow though.
Well, yeah, I know.
Let Derby talk right
But
now.
I'm talking about it wouldn't I don't know, being from the 750 to a 1500. The 750 was like lightweight after handling a 1500. It was like nothing to the weight on 750. It's like you could actually do, it's like you can get on 750 and feel like you could do anything on her without any problems. That's the weight differences on, between the two.
Yeah.
But, So, but yeah, there was everything that I liked about the 750. I mean, really kind of just want to say she's kind of old school bike.
Yeah, pretty much.
And so, I really don't have any dislikes about the 750 at all. I mean,
Not even the color.
no.
Not the blue.
Well, the blue, it was okay, but the color she is now is even better. So, I mean,
Yeah, it was just for you though.
yeah. You, like I say, the color blue was alright, but the color, like I say, since we'd gotten her repainted, I actually like the color now than I did, first time I started riding on baby. So
Yeah. You know the reason why she was blue though, right?
History time with Rhino.
The period of time that's went by was, the breakdown was, you saw the original color she was, right?
Yeah.
Went from the original color where it was like the tank was mismatched from the stock fenders. So got tired of that. I decided I wanted to go with like this black. At the time I had like this other organization I was trying to get going. So I wanted to do a themed color on it, on baby. So I went black with plum purple crosses on it. Well, as time went by and it wasn't really going anywhere, I thought, well, it's time to actually change it up. So that's when I went with the Ford blue color. At the time, the guy I was hanging out with, that's all the paint he had. It was a pretty decent looking color, so over at his apartment, it was like, yeah, let's try this out. So he had some cardboard and stuff, and he sprayed it on there. It was like, this don't look half bad, so that's where the blue came from.
Yeah. So now it got to where when I got to practicing riding on baby, and he had went up to a bigger bike, pretty much I'd gotten really good at being able to handle 750 and everything like that. So that's when he started kind of letting me ride baby to work, but then he had to actually, should I say, he would be on her, riding her to where I was following, but it would get halfway to work and then he would
oh yeah, I remember that.
yeah, it's
Right
that
down to
one,
the service road, and then
yeah,
let you
that
have it.
one place that we pulled off.
Yeah.
And because then at first I had not a clue what he was doing. I'm like, okay, why is he pulling off right here? Why, so it was one of those, he would let me ride from that point.
Basically because I felt it was a more secure area where there weren't any turnoffs or anything. The only thing I had to really worry about as far as the danger is cars speeding up the service road.
Yeah, true. So, that's when it's when he would let me finish riding bike to work and stuff like that. So, and then at that time, I would, for like lunch, I would ride from where I work at to where he used to work at. And then when my lunch break was close to being over, I would ride from where he used to work at where I work at now. So, yeah, it and then he finally
Which brings us to that first clip. where you were actually riding baby home.
Yeah. Yeah. There's another clip in there where
No, that's the first clip that we actually watched.
Okay, yeah. First clip.
The
Sorry.
first and only clip, basically.
Yeah. So yeah. And so now, would you say we going to the 1100?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
that way, you were pretty much, I was confident that you had the ability to safely ride a motorcycle in town and watch
Yeah.
that. And
Yeah.
that's kind of a funny story is, you know, we're sitting here like we are right now, and I'm on Facebook Marketplace looking at bikes and stuff going, hey, what about this one? That's pretty cool. What about that one?
Yeah. Exactly. And so then, pretty much found a Honda Shadow 1100. It was an okay bike. I mean,
Sounds like there's some cons about it.
well,
I think you only had it for a week.
it was an okay bike. I mean, considering height-wise for me, it was somewhat different.
Man, that thing was high.
Yeah.
Even after we put the shocks on it, it was high.
Yeah, and me being short, it was, I mean, I liked the color on it too.
It had a lot of great extras. It had a
Yeah,
lot of great extras. The paint was like just pristine.
the windshield at the bottom part of the windshield was red,
Let's go
which
bowling,
really
dude.
made the color.
It really tied the bike together, did it not?
Yes, it did. It tied the bike together with the color and everything. It has a compartment where you can put your tools or whatever you want to put put in the little compartment.
Like a little glove compartment.
Yeah, kind of like a little glove compartment. And it also it came with a little what you call a deal that you strap down the middle of your tank.
A bib or what have you. I forget what they're called.
Yeah, I can't think of what you call those either. It had that, and then sorry, my cat is up underneath my sleeping bag, but anyway, after putting that on the tank, it kind of made everything come together. But the only thing I didn't like about it is it wasn't very loud. It wasn't anything like Baby.
It was stock pipes, pretty much. So
Yeah, and for me, I like to have a lot of noise on a motorcycle. I like for it to be loud. So then when you're rolling up on somebody, they could actually hear you when you're, when they're in one lane, you're in the other, and stuff like that, I like for them to be loud, but that was about the only thing I didn't like about that one, was it just wasn't loud enough. Other than that, it was a great bike. I mean, except for the height-wise.
yeah.
So, two things about that I didn't like was wasn't loud enough, and still was kind of difficult for me to, kind of
Hold it up
yeah,
with your tiptoes.
yeah, exactly.
And I really shouldn't laugh, but the clip you see in this video here, it kind of like gets me because she was so happy to be on it, and we got the videos and stuff done. We get up to the stop sign, falls over on her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Needless to
Yes.
say, after that, the joy kind of went away, and then here we are again, where we're sitting right now.
Yeah.
And I start looking again for more bikes. What's that? Like that? Check this one out.
Yeah. Yes, he did. And
And at the end of the week,
yeah, and then pretty much the 1500 I have now was pretty much a trade straight across for it. So 1100 Honda Shadow went to somebody else that could actually use
a lighter bike.
a lighter bike, yes. And so pretty much my 1100 went to somebody that could use it, and their bike came to me, which is the 1500 Kawasaki Vulcan. And which I've been on it for a while, and not to mention it was a little bit better on height wise for me, and it was
It's a heck of a lot heavier though than the 1100.
yeah, it was a little bit more heavier than the 1100. So, but
Oh, not to mention 400cc is bigger than the 1100 too.
yeah, and should I say as noise wise, being loud, that's the one thing I liked about it, is it was loud, just like Baby. 1500 is loud, and it was, oh god, should I say I liked that it ran. I want to say probably a little more. I'm gonna say it ran a lot more quicker than the
A lot of torque,
1100.
man. A lot of torque.
That's what I mean, pretty much out of Baby and 1500 is pretty much everything I like about it.
Any cons or anything for the 1500?
Well, maybe one little con, if the gas gauge was working.
No, the cluster.
Yeah, the cluster. If it was working for the gas gauge part, that would be great. But, I mean, other than that, I mean, there's a light that comes on. So I guess in a way, if it gets too low, the light will start shining on it or brightening up to pretty much be like, hey, you need to get gas in me soon, or I'm gonna soon run out of gas. So, but it has a gas gauge on it, but it just doesn't work. So, but other than that, that's the only con about it. But the rest of it's alright. So, yeah.
Cool. Alright, guys. Well, I guess we're going to wrap this video up, and I guess give us a like, subscribe, and we'll catch you later.
Bye.
And don't forget about our Monday
Video.
Yeah. I forget what I called it, but
Yeah.
it'll be on Facebook around 4:30. You said
Around,
4:30.
Yeah, about 4:30 or so.
So keep an eye out for that on our Rhino and Derby ride on Facebook on Monday.
Alrighty.
All right.
Bye.